Welcome to Born on This Day channel, where we explore fascinating lives of individuals born on this day. Today we're looking at Joan of Arc, who was born around 1412 in Domremy, France, and rose to prominence during the Hundred Years' War. She was a peasant girl with a strong religious faith. Joan of Arc, born to Jacques d'Arc and Isabelle Romy, was up in a humble family with little formal education. She spent her youth herding sheep and, at the age of 13, began hearing voices she believed were saints guiding her to a greater purpose. Joan of Arc had her first visions at the age of 13, and she characterized them as voices telling her to help Charles VII, the Dauphin of France, retake his crown from the English. These voices, eventually identified as Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret, influenced her future and military service. In 1429, Joan of Arc, certain of her divine mission to restore France's monarchy, sought assistance from the local garrison commander in Vaucouleurs. Her fortitude and determination helped her gain an audience with Charles VII, displaying her potential to restore France's monarchy. In 1429, Joan of Arc, clothed in armor, approached Charles VII, a hesitant French heir. Following a private encounter, Charles VII was convinced of Joan's sincerity and divine mission, and she was awarded a royal commission to head an army. Joan of Arc's most notable success was lifting the siege of Orleans in 1429, which resulted in a great victory for the French armies. Her leadership and morale boost galvanized the French forces, who broke the siege within days, marking a watershed moment in the war. Joan of Arc's siege of Orleans was a watershed point in the Hundred Years' War, reviving French morale, legitimizing her military leadership, and clearing the path for Charles VII's coronation as King of France, all thanks to her leadership, faith, and strategic thought. Following the Orleans victory, Joan of Arc continued her mission to proclaim Charles VII as King of France. In July 1429, Charles was crowned in Reims, with Joan of Arc by his side, cementing her status as a symbol of hope and victory. Joan of Arc was a famous leader, known for her strategic skill and fearlessness on the battlefield. She wore armor, wielded a sword, and led her men, fostering unity and purpose in the French armies, making her a revered icon throughout military campaigns. Joan of Arc, despite her early victories, faced tremendous hurdles when she was taken by the Burgundians in 1430 in Compiègne, France. The Burgundians gave her over to the English, who viewed her as a danger to their authority over France. In 1431, the English accused Joan of Arc of heresy, witchcraft, and disguising as a man. The trial, which was led by pro-English clerics, was politically motivated and unfair. Despite her unshakable faith, she was convicted and sentenced to death. Joan of Arc was executed by burning at the stake on May 30, 1431, at the age of 19. Her death in Rouen, France, was a symbol of strength and courage for the French people, who were further spurred by her martyrdom, making her a key figure in their resistance to the English. Joan of Arc's legacy grew after she died, when her trial was declared unlawful in 1456 and she was acquitted posthumously. The Roman Catholic Church canonized Madeleine as a saint in 1920, making her a French national heroine and a symbol of faith, courage, and endurance. Joan of Arc's life and martyrdom have impacted many works of art, literature, and film, and she is frequently depicted as a saint, warrior, and divine intervention icon. Artists like Jules Bastien-Lepage and Mark Twain have investigated her biography, while films such as The Passion of Joan of Arc bring her legend to life. Joan of Arc's story, as a woman in a male-dominated culture, defies expectations by leading armies and asserting supernatural power. Her daring and leadership challenge traditional gender roles, empowering women around the world to forge their own paths to greatness. Joan of Arc, a short-lived national hero and saint, made a lasting impression on history with her courage, faith, and desire to fight for her ideals. Her story has become an enduring symbol of hope and resilience, inspiring people across the world. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from remarkable individuals born on this day.